So he thinks he's doing good here. He thinks he's feeling him. No, you're not feeling yourself. I'm gonna eat you alive, bub. We're gonna eat you alive. There we go. Okay. My man tried to ram, didn't work now. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are running a classic deck that everyone likes, that I like to revisit every now and again. And we're calling that one Headbutt Skulls. This is going to be Skeleton Smashers Golgari Oblivion Fighter. Okay? Now, this came to us by way of my Discord. Someone submitted on the Discord, and I looked at it and I said, oh, wow, how have I not done this yet, man? This is genius. So I got to give a big shout out to the Discord and to Rogan Z, who came up with the rough outline of this deck. I've modified it quite a bit. His was a little bit different, but here he was the impetus of making this Skeleton Obliterator fight deck possible. So big shout out to Rogan Z. I hope you're watching this. Leave a comment, I'll pin it for you. So before we get down to this one, guys, before I show you what's about these Kraken skulls, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're gonna get attacked by the like and subscribe. It's just gonna happen. It's a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for a live stream. Goodness, we would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those locations would be fantastic. Hit that bell, be notified when we go live on either. We'd love to see you there. Tarkir stuff is coming up, so you don't want to miss it. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes. This is actually where somebody submitted the deck, so if you got a deck for me to see, go to the Discord, check that out. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So, you want a copy of this one? Go right down there. And again, thanks to Rogan Z on the Discord for submitting this idea. So what are we talking about? Well, we're going to start with a basic your skeleton structure here. However, there's a couple of little modifications that actually bring this to the next level. So we're going to start with basics. Forsaken Miner, absolutely. 2/2 skeleton rogue, 1 black. Whenever you commit a crime, you may return it to the battlefield. You may pay 1 black and return it. Crime is if you target any of your opponent's stuff. We absolutely will, because we're going to have Tail Swipe, Bushwhack, Cut Down, Bitter Triumph. A lot of removal in this deck. We're really going to be plowing through things. You could even say we're going to be headbutting things out of here. Part of the reason that this, we have a finisher for the Phyrexian Obliterator fight, but one of the main reasons we want to do this, I'm going to surprise you with later, is the skeletons are going to be very deadly. So we're going to go with Forsaken Miner, 4 of them. We're also going to go with 3 Tiny Bones the Pickpocket. 1/1 Death Touch, 1 black. Whenever he deals combat to a player, you may cast a non-land permanent from that player's graveyard, and mana type can be used to spells. So he does steal things, the tiniest bones you ever did see. The reason we want him is because of that Death Touch. The fun thing about that, not even only stealing, but just that he's a skeleton, and that Death Touch is so useful, especially with fight, okay? If you use Death Touch fight, you bushwhack somebody, he could be the biggest, baddest guy around. He could be an Atali. You bushwhack fight, you say, Tiny Bones fights Atali, boom, he does Death Touch damage, it dies immediately. That is a very useful combination play to remove creatures as you go. It basically makes, if you have Death Touch creatures on the board, it basically makes any creature that you fight with an instant kill card for only 1 green. So the fight cards that we are bringing in are going to be 2 bushwhacks. This is a sorcery, which is why I don't like it that much. We do get to mana fix with it. We can search for our library for that last little card that we need, or we can fight a creature we control and we don't control right there. So that is going to be a nice fight card as we go. The main one that we want, and the one that I really like, is Tail Swipe right here. 1 green, instant. The reason is, it's an instant. We can cast this at any time. So even if they're being tricky and they're saying, oh, we're going to swing in on you with Tiny Bones the Pickpocket, or we're going to swing on you with our mono red, we're going to juice that mono red up. I can go Tail Swipe, 1 green, Tiny Bones, smash him into him, boom, he's dead immediately. It's almost like a removal on your opponent's turn right there, especially if you're running death touches. So that is a very, very useful combination play. That's why I like the tail swipe instant more than I like the bushwhack as it goes, because that'll go on the stack and it'll be very useful. Classic removal, yeah, we're gonna have a ton of it too. We're not letting people keep bored. 3 cut downs, 4 bitter triumphs. I'm not worried about discarding so much. Maybe you want to cut a bitter triumph, and because, you know, I can discard, I can throw away Forsaken Miner and bring it back. There is a good combination play where you could actually tail swipe somebody with a Forsaken Miner and it'll immediately die, and then you can bring it back by targeting. But anyways, that is going to be some more removal right there, because these aren't always going to do the job. You do need to rely on some other stuff just to get that aggro out of there. So that'll be the 1 drops settled. The 2 drops, of course, is Bitter Triumph. The other one we're going to do is Case of the Stash Skeleton. Now, this is the interesting thing about running the Obliterator in this. It's always hard to get the Obliterator combo up because it's hard to find the card combinations that you need. Never fear. 1 black and 1, when it enters, you get a 2/1 black skeleton token and suspect it. Suspecting is actually pretty good. It can't block, but it also gets menace, which means it swings in pretty aggressively, and people can't really block it that well. The other fun thing about this is if they kill the 2/1 black suspected skeleton, if we control no suspected skeletons, we get to solve it. We get a tutor effect when we solve it. 1 black and 1, sacrifice this case, search your library for a card, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. The hardest thing about doing a Fight Oblivion deck is making sure you have the Obliterator and the fight card on the board at the same time, right? Okay. That's the hardest thing. When you have some sort of tutor effects, including Beseech the Mirror here, you can almost make sure that you fix it. All right, you fix the game to make sure that you have that tail swipe, you have it in hand. You know, you have 4 black mana and a tail swipe. You lay it down, and immediately do the attack combo, and you can fit it off like that. So it makes the Obliterator combo a lot easier when you have the ability to tutor the cards out that you need. We're going to go with 4 Corpses of the Lost. This is the whole thing that makes skeletons work. As soon as this card goes away, I don't think skeletons are going to even be a thing anymore. 1 black and 2. Enchantment. Skeletons you control have +1 and haste. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 black pirate skeleton token. At the beginning of your end step, if you descend this turn, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return it. So if we lose anything, or if we discard something, even with Bitter Triumph, we can return it to our hand. All the skeletons get haste, and they get +1. So that means that you are swinging in heavy. You go to Forsaken Miner, Case of the Stash, and Corpse of the Lost, you're swinging in for 9 on turn 3. That is a huge amount of aggro, okay? That is a huge amount of aggro to really swing in with, especially turn 2, you swung in with 2, and then turn 3, you're swinging in with 9. You're going to put them down 11 damage right away if they have no answer for you, if they're just building boost. Now, here's the other trick. We're going to throw the Death Baron in here. 2 black and 1. 2/2, skeletons you control and other zombies get +1 and +1. He is a zombie wizard, however, he pumps skeletons. Now remember what I was talking about Death Touch? Now every single one of our skeletons, Forsaken Miner, Case of the Stash, and the Corpses of the Lost Pirate Skeleton, every one of them, even if you have 2 Death Barons, this other Death Baron has Death Touch. Everything has Death Touch now. So no matter what they put down, using your fight cards, all of them are now Death Missiles. All of them are now Reapers. You can just throw a Forsaken Miner at somebody, bash them in the head with a Death Touch Forsaken Miner, and then immediately, you know, cast another spell and then bring it back from the dead and swing it again. So Death Baron takes that cool combination of Death Touching with Tiny Bones. It extends it to all your other skeletons, which is really, really cool stuff right there. Yeah, you're going to reach out and touch somebody with skeleton hands with bony fingers on this one. So very, very cool stuff. I like that combo. We're going to go with Beseech the Mirror, 3 black and 1, bargain. Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If spell was bargained, you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Mana value is 4 or less. Put the exiled card in your hand this way. Bargaining means you have to sacrifice an enchantment or a token or an artifact. Well, we actually have a lot of tokens, either Case of the Stash or the Corpse of the Lost one right there. Or we can get rid of an enchantment. We could sacrifice the Case of the Stash because this is a tutor effect, or we can sacrifice that too. Usually we don't want to do corpses, but we usually have something that we can sacrifice to make sure we get the bargain. That basically lets you cast Obliterator from anywhere, okay? If you're not pulling the Obliterator and you have the tail swipe in your hand, it doesn't matter. You can just, you know, cast that, boom, immediately play Obliterator by bargaining it, and then tail swipe away. Okay, so that'll help you get any card that you need into your hand along with Case of the Stash. We have a lot of different ways to set up exactly what we need, either with aggro, more skeletons, removal, or the finishing touch right here, the Obliterator, to rip and tear until it is done. Here is the guy, the man of the hour, the Fight Club himself. 4 black, 5/5, trample Phyrexian Horror. Whenever this source deals damage to a creature, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. This is the reason that we want to do this, guys. This makes people quit the game. This is the end right here. If I successfully pull a tail swipe off and hit one of their creatures, let's say I hit another 5/5, they have to sacrifice 5 permanents. And you would think it would say non-land permanents. No, it does not. Permanents. If they only have 5 lands on the board, they have to sacrifice all those 5 lands. That's it. It's over with. Okay? 4 of these bad boys in the deck, and you are starting to really hurt people. Swinging in, they have to attack. We can block with things. They do not want to touch this thing. It's like the Xenomorph from Alien. As a matter of fact, a lot of people proxy it in as the Xenomorph because it just hurts you. Even trying to kill it, unless you have a direct removal, touching it, burning it, destroying it, running into it, it just is going to absolutely, really, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, it's going to obliterate your opponent's deck. They have to sacrifice everything. So that's the idea, is we want to use our fight cards to fight Oblivion, take the Obliterator, smash into the biggest thing that they have, and force them to sacrifice everything, which is very useful. Again, all of your skeletons are to set up the early damage on that. Any permanents, yeah, it is crazy. We set it up. We can always find either the fight card with Case of the Stash or anything that we need there. If we need the Obliterator or we need the fight, we have the ways through with the skeletons to find the cards we need to pull the combo. 10 swamps, 2 forests, Blooming Marsh, Llanowar Waste, Restless Cottage, Temple of Milady right there, and a Wastewood Verge. That is what we're looking at. 15 creatures. Don't forget that we have 8 different enchantments. We have 8 enchantment cards that will make tokens, so it's really like 23 creatures. Skeletons, Rogue, Horse, Phyrexian, Zombies, and Wizards. 11 instants, 4 sorceries, 8 enchantments. Those all make creatures. 22 lands altogether on a 2.1. Pretty low to the ground. You could throw another mana in here. I wouldn't be mad at you for that. Standard deck, that's what we're looking at. A lot more black than green, but green is important. So maybe you want to throw in another Wastewood Verge to run that sweet 61 card combo. You know I love to run 61 cards. You know what it is. Why don't you ask me in the comments why I run 61 cards? Everyone else does. So that is the Fight Oblivion skeleton combo Golgari good stuff as we go. As far as the sideboard is concerned, Corrupted Conviction is not a bad one right here. Sacrifice as additional cast of the spell, sacrifice a creature and draw 2 cards. Not mad at that. We might want another Bushwhack out of AetherDrift. We could throw a Plow Through. That's not a bad one either. Nowhere to Run is not a bad idea to get rid of that. We could also do a Tear Asunder to exile something right there. Very good. Beseech the Mirror would be very nice as well. Another one. We do run a little bit more. And the End is not a bad idea to really, really rip people up and really make them feel it to get rid of things. So just a lot of utility cards in case you're running into the best of 3 and you really want to get through a couple of things right there. You really want to make sure you have what you need. Overall, if you can't get them on the aggro, you can finish them with the Obliterator. That's the whole concept of this deck right here. If the aggro, if the punching through, the constant skeleton pressure, the constant removal, the death touchers, the menace, and all the other things are just not shredding them up, you finish strong with the Obliterator and you make it very clear that this is not going to go your way, pal. This is going to go real bad, real fast. So that is what we're going to do tonight with the Golgari Obliterator. Let's get into it. We're running it in Mythic rank, by the way. Doing pretty well. I think we're about a 65% on the play in Mythic rank. We're doing a lot better on the play in Mythic, but as long as we get that, we're doing pretty good. Headbutt Skulls, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Living on a Prayer. Not there, not that. That's not bad. Mr. Broken. Take these broken wings. Yeah, broken wings could definitely set the stage. I don't think amazingly, but pretty decently overall. Yeah, I think we could definitely hit some good 80s-ness with broken wings. Boom. Boom. Crazy Train is just metal royalty. I don't think that anyone is gonna immediately think of 80s You know, they put Crazy Train on commercials nowadays, you know, so it's hard for me to say that one would be like super. Yes, Skeleton Smash with Obliterators. Skeleton Smash with Obliterator. We're getting no mana here, folks. We literally have zero mana going on. Underground Mortuary. Death Baron, why not? Yeah, somebody posted this in the Discord. I gotta go check back and look who it was because I forgot. But I modified it because theirs was a little bit messy. I brought it to fruition here. Death Baron again. Boom. GG. Okay. There we go. Cold November Wayne. Blue Monday. Blue Monday, absolutely, Scuba Steve. First time chatter. Scuba Steve has been a 2-month subscriber. He has not said anything until he needed to say Blue Monday. I love that drum part. Such a good fucking solid drum part right there. I play the drums, by the way. So anytime that I hear sweet drum riffs, Obliterator, Dex. That's what I'm looking for. Who I gotta remember who posted this. Phyrexian. Rogan Z, that's who it was. Yeah, I modified that. Somebody remember Rogan Z built this. Well, the very similar one. I've modified it, but it is absolutely his idea. Billie Jean, not my son. Nah, I agree. Blue Monday absolutely could set the scene as an 80s song, 100%. You know what else could? Careless Whisper. We're forgetting about the classics here. Weenie-nee-new, weenie-nee-new, nee-nee-nee-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I feel so unsure as you take my hand and lead me to the dance floor. As the music dies, there's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you'll find. I'm never gonna dance again. 'Cause guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to treat a friend. Waste this gift that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again. That's a good song right there. Solid. Alright, is he gonna reanimate with a Tali? I don't even think he's gonna win if he reanimates with a Tali. You need a board wipe. Don't you want me, baby? That's a pretty good. That'll set the scene pretty good. You got to remember, you say the smash cut. You go, oh man, what was it like, man? You know, somebody's talking to their dad and they're like, spin me right round. That's a solid one, Devastator. Yeah, you got to set the scene. It's like, to tell you this whole story, I got to take you back to the night of 1987. It was summer of 1987. And then the scene cuts and the song comes on. And you hear the music and you go, I already know. Everyone's dressed like it's Miami Vice. The song comes on. Boom, it's done. We already know what the whole thing is. We don't even need to set. We don't need to immerse ourselves. The set dressing, the clothes, the big hair, the big curly hair, boom, 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 boom. And you hit that music, it's gonna get you right there. You're gonna know right away what it is. That's what we're looking for when the quintessential 80s song. Ran So Far Away, that's a good one. Hey, what's up, Shane here? Take On Me, I think, is one of those ones too. I think you gotta lean heavy into the synths. If you lean heavy into the synths, I think you're gonna be fine. This guy's gonna beat the shit out of me because I got no early plays here. Boom, we'll put you up. Boom, boom. You know what's so weird to think that 9 Inch Nails is an 80s band, but they literally are. It's very weird to think that. Died in Your Arms Tonight, Cutting Crew. That's another good one. Yeah. Must have been something I said. Ran So Far Away. Yeah. Rock the Casbah. There could be an argument to be made for Rock the Casbah. I don't think that it's getting us all the way there. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's really finishing the job. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's I don't think we're getting really the whole thing off when we see that smash cut. You know what I mean? So he's going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to push in here. Yes, this is a Skeleton Zombie. This is Skull Obliterators. This is Skull Smashers. Boom. Does he have a lightning bolt in his hand? He does. He's holding the bolt. There it is. Hard to beat that without any removal. Relax. Okay, now we're talking Devastator. Yeah. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Yeah. Frankie says relax. There we go. Don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax. Don't do it when you want to come. That's a solid choice right there. Pretty solid choice. That would absolutely, if you said, all right, I got to take you back to the night of 1985 and Relax fucking popped on, everyone would know what time it is. Everyone would know right away. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we mean when we say quintessential. All right, we're gonna drop an Obliterator here. We need another land. We're a little bit land sluggish. Every time I play this deck, we're a little land sluggish here. I don't like that. Safety Dance would work. This is bounce. He's gonna bounce it. Fear of Isolation. When you wanna come, relax. Don't do it when you wanna go to it. Relax. Don't do it. Boom, boom. Decline. He's gonna do Hopeless Nightmare. We'll drop the Obliterator. As much as I'd like the Obliterator, we don't have the right pieces right now. It's gonna Fear of Isolation it back up. Boom. Wonderful. Death Baron. Do what you do, Death Baron. There we go. Decline. Weird signs, man. Yep. Weird Science is basically what happens. I mean, nobody would blink if Weird Science, if they did it's basically a manga. Let's be honest, guys. It's basically a manga. Let's be 100% real. Weird Science is 100% just two fucking nerdy guys build a woman and bring her to life. That's on Crunchyroll right now. Your video's been doing good. What if one of your videos fucking went in the toilet and nobody watched it, and you put all that hard work and effort, in for fucking nothing? What if that happened? How would you feel about that? We're gonna find out right now. And YouTube will torpedo one of your videos on purpose. And they're gonna hard check you and see, can you deal with fucking rejection? Can you deal with YouTube just saying, no, absolutely not? And if you can't, well, you're gonna get filtered. No, I have a different full-time job. This is a part-time job. I'm a social worker and I work for a charity. Boom, boom. I work part-time for a university, and then my main job is I work for a charity doing casework. Ooh, the Obliterator. Okay, we'll grab that. Pop, pop, pop. I think this guy's dead. Have you had that happen, MTG Hillbilly? Where you've gone live and literally 0 person showed up? And YouTube's like, what now? Would you stream to nobody? If you had to, would you stream to nobody? I want to know right now. If 0 people, I know you normally have 5 to 10 people here, but would you stream to fucking nobody if you had to? And that's what it wants to ask you, you know? It's gonna ask you that question. It's gonna hard filter you. Boom, boom, boom. Goodbye, corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, liking, watching the video, hell, even just letting the video run in the background for its full time. Any little bit helps. Any little bit helps, no matter what you do. No, yeah, the YouTube will hard filter you, man. Or it'll just fuck up and just not tell anyone a video goes out. You got to be ready for that. You know. Let's do this. Oof. Yeah, let's do that. That gains a life right there. Boom. Let's go there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to say discard a card, kill you, discard you. You should really cater more to streamers. What do you mean by that exactly? Cater more to streamers. Discover 4. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be it, my guy. Yep. No, I'm teasing you guys. Listen, I understand videos flop sometimes. They go up and down. Occasionally, YouTube just says, like I said, it's not anyone. Sometimes people literally don't see them. YouTube doesn't present it to anybody. What is cater more to streamers exactly? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, YouTube should really cater more to streamers. It has way more potential than Twitch. Yeah, they've kind of neglected it for a while. They've been getting better. They're adding the pause feature in where you can take a little break. But they're not as crazy hermit. We're doing a little bit better tonight with this, but we're not crushing it. We're doing better though. I'd like to be crushing it, ideally. Let's do this. Boom. I think we gotta get rid of the tap lands. Yeah, I think we do need to get rid of the tap lands. Up the beanstalk. The tap lands are slowing us down. We don't need them that much. I'm gonna do this. Boom. That into that. Boom. Ultimatum decks. Tell me about it, bro. He says, what are you doing? Skeletons? That's cringe, bro. Avatar. You're doing ramp, bro. You got no space to fucking speak on it. You're doing fucking ramp, my guy. You're doing fucking ramp. Goodbye corpses. You're gonna do 9 damage right there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think pillage is legal anymore, man. We had a couple of rotations, Miles, so I don't think pillage is pillage legal? No, I don't think so. Okay, that's a decent 1, 2, 3 here. That's a decent 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 2. We need the 3, but target non-land permanent. Case of the stash, perfect. All right, we do need a 3-drop to rule them all. Boom. May need to throw another one in there. 38% chance is not very high. That's actually pretty decent. Not bad. We got the tail swipe. Tail swipe with tiny bones. I'm really liking the tail swipe with tiny bones because I like to smash them into a death touch into whatever creature they drop. That's actually really cool. Heaped harvest. Okay. He's ramping. We're gonna hold that steady for the we don't want to tail swipe him yet, but we're going to wait, because he's going to put down a big monster right here. Like the Starfall girl. The cat girl. You sound kind of like Tiny Bones. I feel like Tiny Bones would not have a deep voice. I feel like he would go, yeah, I'm Tiny Bones. I feel like he'd be like a yapper. You know? Like he'd be like, tiny bone, tiny bone. Okay, so I would love to draw a mana here. Not yet. We're gonna go in. He's going for a big one here. He's gonna take a hit. Tiny bone, tiny bone. That's what I feel like Tiny Bone would sound like. He would go, and he would chatter about tiny bones. Tiny bone. Alright, he's gonna smuggler surprise some stuff in. Unless this is a knockout, I think he loses. I think he's... Oh, that's 2. I don't know. Okay. Could be a mana. We're gonna go in with there. Boom. Okay, so yeah, he definitely loses, because we're going to put down the Obliterator. Auto pay. And we're going to say... You've got to fight for your right to party. He's got to sacrifice 5 permanents. 500 permanents. Boom. That comes back. Boom, boom. He gains. We do this. Okay. See if he's got another one. He's got another one. He's good to go. But I got another fucking removal here for you. Dragon. He may be in trouble here. He put down a dragon. Because he knows if he swings in, I'm going to block with the Obliterator, and that's going to be bad. Yeah, oh, Gilded Lotus. Okay. Okay. Tribute to the World Tree. He knows he's in bad shape here. He's going to glimpse the core. Okay, Forsaken Miner. I think this guy's cooked, bro. Yeah, he's cooked. Yep. I could have made him sack 12. Yeah, I could have made him sack 12. That's true. But I was hoping that he wouldn't sacrifice the... my reasoning was that I hoped he wouldn't sacrifice the whatchamacallit to gain life, and it would come back in. I kind of wanted him to keep it, thinking that he would keep the Vaultborn. It was kind of a worse play. I should have made him sack 12 because that would have been his board. I won anyways. Yeah, I mean, you know, I could have done that a little bit better. Okay, do that. All right, we're cooking now, guys. We're cooking now. All right, we just need another mana, green mana, hopefully. Boom, boom. If not, we run a bitter to slow down whatever they're doing. Authority. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. Authority solos, as you may or may not know, guys. Authority fucking solos. It's terrible. Stops our aggro. Let's see what he's gonna run here. Chemtros of the New Dawn. We need a hero. He's gonna run us Exiles right now. We need a mana. Oh, no, he doesn't have it. Okay, never mind then. Never mind. It's perfectly fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, we finished the Mastery Pass. We'll have to do a video of that. Layup instead of a slam dunk. Yeah, I guess so. I could have, yeah. Sacrificing 12? Would that have been this full board? Yeah, he probably just would have quit. Yeah, it's probably a better idea. Alright, let's start with, you. We'll go to Tiny Bones and removal next. Obliterator is down the line. He might remove this. This is fine. If he removes this, it's whatever. It comes back to life constantly. Discard a card. We're going to get rid of the Oblit. This may be a bounce deck. Let's hold steady for that. Let's hold steady for that. That could be a bounce deck. We got to keep Corpse of the Lost against all comers. Yeah, it's a bounce deck. So he's going to play that stupid blue bird that fucking bounces things. Oh, he's going to play Pixar. He's going to bounce that. I'm going to do this. Boom. Boom. Okay, if this is a mana, we're going to be good to go. It's not a mana. That's very bad. Boom, boom. I can play that. Absolutely, I'll auto-pay it. Boom, pop. I'll bring that back to my hand. Boom, I'll bring that back down. Boom. We need a mana no right now, though. If he makes me discard 2, we're in bad shape. Okay, he's going to kill something. He'll kill that. No, we need a mana. That's not it. Pop, pop, down to 10. Hopeless Nightmare. We're going to get rid of the Oblit. Fairy. Could be the Fae. Nowhere to run for another banger right there. Who's he going to grab? He's going to grab the Nurturing Fairy. Perfect. Mana. Bloomin' Marsh, just what we needed. Delicious Bloomin' Onion right there. Boom. The Texas Tunyon. It's going to be down to 3 mana. Okay. Good stuff. More discard we don't need. He needs to have a lot of removal here. He may be backed into a corner, though. He may be backed into a corner. He's going to bounce back, nowhere to run. No, he's going to bounce back the fucking discard. Oh, okay. Forsaken Miner, doesn't matter. It's all cooked. He's all cooked. He's cooked, magooked. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Thanks for following. Wax as lube. That sounds painful, my guy. That sounds painful. I'm not gonna lie. All right, now we're on the grind, guys. We done locked it in pretty good here. Now we're on the grind. Now we're on that daily grind. We just hit five banger. So we're where we need to be. Took a little bit, but we got to where we need to be on this one. 64% on the play. Not angry at that. On the draw, we're not as good, but on the play, we're feeling ourselves here. Any advice for building a deck as a beginner? Pick a color that speaks to you. I do have some advice. Pick a color that speaks to you. Go for a mono color of that deck. Okay? Don't try to do anything complicated yet. Find a card that you really like. When you, like, for example, in black, you say, Tiny Bones, man, I like that guy. That guy speaks to me right there. You build a black deck around Tiny Bones or Skeletons and go from there. Once you figure out that you can win, usually can win decently with that deck, add another color. Okay? Add red to it and try Rakdos. See how you feel about the red-black deck. Then add a red-white deck. Keep doing that. Keep trying around things, keep playing with stuff, and build from there. Because how you build the deck versus how I build the deck's not always going to be the same way. What you want to do is get the thing that you're going to gel with the most. It's like finding a fighting character. It's like finding a fighting character that you like in a fighting game. Okay? It's not so much what is the best one, it's what you vibe with the most. I always say something as well. I always say that a deck should do one thing great and one thing good. All right? You should do 2 things. If your deck relies on only doing one thing, one single thing, and it just does it okay, you're going to lose. You should have a really good play out and a good play out. You should have an amazing play out and a good play out. He can't block that. That's menace, dude. So try to build some strategies. Yeah, start with the pre-mates, try all the pre-mates, see what you vibe with, and kind of take it from there. Watch my videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We put up decks with complicated, basic to complicated. We put up all kind of stuff. Turd Gobbler. You're getting timed out, Turd Gobbler. Mods. Discard a card. Boom. Boom. I hope he full swings on me here. I think that would be really good. I hope he full swings on me. Yeah, that's it. Oof. 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 Let's go. Ten-second timeout, Turd Gobbler. Okay, the biggest issue we have right now is whether or not he has Sheltered by Ghosts. If he has Shelter, he's good to go. He's rocked out. Mods, rip his soul apart. Put him in the device, mods. Yep, that's it. That's the game right there. That's ball game. The only way that I win is if I have pull a mana here. If I pull a mana, I got a 39% chance. If I pull a mana, I'm good to go. If I don't, it's over. So the only if he has a protection, we can still get in. Hopeless Nightmare. We gotta drop the Oblit. Drop that one. Okay, draws. He only needs to, yeah, Storm Chaser's talent. He's going to pump one. Draw. He's going to put me down to 1 life here. He's going to put me down to 1 life. Unless he Evolving Wilds another... If he Evolving Wilds another card, another enchantment, he's good. He's going to do that. Boom. Tail Swipe, no, that's not it. Tail Swipe is not what we needed. Discard a card. Get rid of that. No, we needed a green mana. We needed a green mana here. Turd Gobbler, were you requesting another timeout? Is that what you're looking for? I got another one right here, man. I got a fresh one right here. I just lost the game. I'm in a bad mood. You say yes or no. You tell me yes or no. What's 90s MTG? I hope that helped, Wax. Verge. Okay, apparently he doesn't want one. Ops goes first. I'm gonna mulligan this. This sucks. It's a good late hand play, but no, early play is no good. I'm gonna mull that. That's a little better, but not much. Alright, until it gets here. Don't matter if it's in your search, it matters if it's in my driveway. That's all that matters. You could tell me it's on the way. You could tell me I bought 3 of them. If I can't go to the window and look down and it's there, it don't matter none. Oh, what'd you do, Trex? I need to harvest gems. All right, we're hitting Garbo here. We're hitting Garbo here, boys. This is Beanstalk. Okay, see, Trex, you lost me. You see that, Trex? You immediately lost me. You lost me right away there. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. He's not going to hard cast it. Okay. We may be able to win this for the sole fact that he'll have a... I can instantly smash a Overlord. I can instantly smash an Overlord, and he might be tapped out. Now, what do I do when the Soul Harvester starts rebelling? Oh, there we go. Marina Vandrel. Okay. Okay. Pay 3 life. Why not? Search for a land card. Hey, what's up, TK? TK Tiger Cat. Do that. Wait. How many counter spells do you think this guy's got? A lot of them? You think he's got like a fucking lot of them? It's a 6/6. He doesn't want to play them hard. He doesn't want to hard cast them, huh? He's just gonna ramp forever here, huh? This guy's gonna pop this turn, which is who I'm gonna smash in. On this 6er. That's who I'm gonna smash on. Or should I do the 5? I can survive the 5 and do it again. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Survive the 5. Sacrifice 5 permanents. Hopefully he keeps Overlord. He kept Overlord. Now we do it again. Do it for 6 now. Do it for 6, Tubzo. He's got a lot of shit, man. He's got a lot of fucking shit. That's the problem. I mean, we killed 11 cards. There we go. Okay. He's nervous now. He's scared now. I could play Stash Skeletons and pull another fucking tail swipe. Another land card. Put down Skeletons. You might counterspell. It's whatever. Okay. I feel like he's petty enough to fucking lock that out. And if he does that, then we can stash Skeleton and we can do another. We can get another tail swipe. And I feel like if I smash Overlords, with this, I feel like he's gonna give, because it would be 6. So it would be the Overlord. Actually, the Overlord would die, and then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would leave him with 4 mana, and he might die after that. Yeah, this is This is ink art. This is Japanese ink art by Yuki Nishimoto. Really good stuff. Yuki Nishimoto ink art. It just evokes, you know, it's not clear what it is, but it evokes the image of a monstrous black thing against a white field. Very nice. I think this guy's in his feelings, man. I think this guy's in his... Oh, he's doppelganging. He's doppelganging. Okay. Doppelgang, 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 doppelgang. We didn't draw the fucking fight card. We do this. You do that. You gotta take two of them. He didn't want to do it. That's game. Let's see what he runs here. Yeah, I didn't draw the fight card, and he didn't kill fucking either one. So yeah, that's it. Almost had him there. What a miserable fucking deck, huh? Damn neared him. Made him sweat though. That's the important part. All right, let's try to finish heavy. Okay. I like this. This is okay. I wish I'd gone first. This deck is amazing on the play, which is probably why I've been on the draw the last 3 fucking games. Because it knows that, and it can't let me get on the play. It absolutely just can't let me get on the play, huh? Oof. What we got? We got anything good in there? No. Stash. Temple of Villainy. At least we can get that out. Boom. Boom. He's got mana. Ancient Cornucopia. More like Cornucopium, am I right? Alright. We're going to hit you for 8. That's got to be a sweeper. It's got to be Brotherhood's End, or otherwise it's fucking over. It either got to be... No, it's Ancient Cornucopium again. That ain't going to fucking help. Llanowar Elves. Nope. Nope. Temple of Milady. Bloomin' Marsh. We don't need a Bloomin' Onion right now. I say we go for this. Yeah, I say we do this. Discard a card. Boom. Get rid of the Siege the Mirror. We don't need any blockers. Boom. Boom. We're gonna go in. Pop, pop, pop. Cast you. Auto pay. Boom. Silverback Elder. So he thinks he's doing good here. He thinks he's feeling him. No, you're not feeling yourself, homie. We're gonna eat you alive, bub. We're gonna eat you alive. There we go. Okay. My man tried to ramp, didn't work though. Alright, guys. Overall, I mean, I gotta say, it works in Mythic, you know. It doesn't work all the time, no, but it's fun as hell. It's 64% on the play. You can't be mad at that. On the draw, not as much, but 64% on the play. Generally, we're on the draw, we're getting hit with mono red, and they're just bashing our face in before we can even do anything. But, you know, I'm happy with it. I've dialed it in. I dialed it in for a while. It took a little bit to get it to where I wanted it to be. Again, big thanks to the Discord. Took a little bit to dial it in, but we got it to where it needs to be. Until next time, guys. I've been Jay Villain. You've been great.